Funko. Seriously. They're making games now. Okay, we have to talk about this Funko Fusion thing.
I know, right? It's like they're already everywhere else. Why not the gaming world, too?
Exactly. As collectors, we're used to seeing these guys on our shelves. But in a game, this is next-level meta.
For sure. And this Vandal review we're diving into, they call it a Lego-style game, but with Funko thrown in. What do you think that even means?
Honestly, I have no clue. Like, is it just Lego with a Funko skin?
Well, the Lego comparison makes sense. Kinda. Simple gameplay, those instantly recognizable characters. But this review, it's like they're hinting at something more unhinged.
Unhinged? How so?
Imagine if you took the basic Lego game formula and injected it with, like, pure chaos.
Pure chaos. Okay, I am intrigued. And it's not like they're playing it safe with the franchises either, right? We're talking Jaws, Back to the Future, even Chucky. Are you serious with this franchise list?
Right, it's wild, and it's a third-person shooter.
Right.
With Funko Pop, yes, something about that just feels off.
Off is an understatement. It's like, I don't even know. Is it just me, or is that a bizarre combo? Like, Funko Pops are cute. Shooting things, not so much.
It's definitely a bold move, and the reviewer keeps coming back to this idea that it's like a Frankenstein's monster of a game.
Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah, like you've got all these iconic characters and franchises mashed together, but it's not clear if it's intentionally wacky or just tonally confused.
Okay. This Frankenstein's monster thing, it's messing with me. So they're mixing Jaws with Back to the Future with The Thing. How does that even work in terms of levels? Are we talking some crazy mashup levels, or is it more like separate franchise experiences?
It seems like it's a little both. They mention specific levels inspired by Hot Fuzz, even Jurassic World. They even threw Battlestar Galactica in there.
Seriously, Battlestar Galactica. Okay, you have my attention.
Right, so you're getting those instantly recognizable settings, but it sounds like they're twisting them in some seriously unexpected ways.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. So, like, imagine Robot Chicken meets Ready Player One, but with a Funko Pop makeover.
Exactly.
Okay, that actually sounds kind of amazing. But then there's the whole shooter aspect. Like, the reviewer seems kind of conflicted about that.
Yeah, there are some definite mixed feelings there. On one hand, you've got this whimsical, nostalgic vibe with the whole Funko aesthetic. On the other hand, you're mowing down enemies with, like, Marty McFly.
It's a lot to process. So it's this weird mix of cute and chaotic. But hold on, there's a catch, right?
Yeah, big one. It's only out on PS5, PC, and Xbox Series X, PS4, and Switch. Gotta wait until November.
Seriously, come on, it's not exactly Elden Ring.
And I know. And they pushed back the online co-op, too, which is kind of strange these days.
No kidding. Online co-op on launch day is pretty standard. You think they're worried about the servers crashing?
Maybe. Or the co-op is a buggy mess and they need more time. Who knows?
Not a good look either way, especially for a game that just screams couch co-op chaos. Okay, so it's weird, but is it fun weird? What's the gameplay actually like?
All right, so you're crafting. It wouldn't be a Lego-style game without some crafting, right?
True. So what are we crafting with? Tiny Funko bricks.
Vinyl. You're collecting vinyl in-game to craft items, weapons, the whole shebang.
Vinyl. Okay, now my brain's really broken.
Yeah.
Like, am I sacrificing a little plastic Han Solo to give Chewbacca a rocket launcher or something?
Pretty much.
That's both horrifying and amazing. They really leaned into the whole collector thing, huh?
Yep. And get this. There are puzzles, too.
Puzzles. Okay, I did not see that coming. What, like brain teasers, jigsaw Funko Pops?
The review was a little vague on the specifics, but apparently they're surprisingly challenging. A nice change of pace from all the shooting, they said.
Right, like those aha moments you get in Lego games. Love those. Okay, so we've established it's weird. But the reviewer did seem impressed with some stuff. What did they actually like about it?
The details.
Yeah.
They were really impressed with the little details. Like, they really captured the look and feel of each franchise, even with that whole Funko Pop style.
Wait, so it's actually visually impressive, not just some cheap cash-in on the Funko name.
Not from what they said. They described the environments as a mix of realism and that cartoony Funko style.
I can kind of see that working, but I'm getting a butt vibe here.
Well, they did use that whole Frankenstein's monster comparison again to describe the visuals. Like, yeah, it's cool how they blended everything, but it might be a bit much for some people. Visually overwhelming, maybe?
Okay, so visually striking. But is that enough to make it a must-play? Especially with, the whole humor thing being a bit off and the online co-op being non-existent. Are there any other areas where it stumbles?
Yeah, they weren't crazy about the missions, said they got a little repetitive.
Repetitive, huh? That's a shame. Not exactly surprising, though, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of a Lego game thing, too?
Totally. It's like they nail the look, they nail the charm, but the actual gameplay loops get kind of stale after a while.
Yeah, it's like they're so busy stucking in every reference and Easter egg they can think of, they forget about, keeping things fresh. You think maybe Funko Fusion fell into that same trap?
It's possible, and this is just me thinking out loud here, but I wonder if that's part of the reason the online co-op was delayed. Well, what if they realized it was just more of the same? Just with two players. Like maybe they needed to rethink the whole co-op experience so it wasn't just, twice the repetition.
Okay, that is an interesting thought. Because, yeah, if people are already saying the single-player campaign gets repetitive, just adding a friend to the mix isn't going to magically fix that.
Exactly. So maybe that delay, while annoying, is actually a good sign. Like maybe Funko's actually listening to the feedback and trying to, actually fix these issues.
I like the way you think. Okay, I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
For now. But let's bring it back to the big picture, yeah? We've talked about the good, the bad, the weird. But the question remains, is Funko Fusion just a cynical cash grab? Or are they actually trying to do something interesting with all these licenses?
I really think they're going for the latter. I'm not gonna lie, anytime you start mixing franchises like this, there's gonna be an element of nostalgia baiting going on. But they're not just rehashing old storylines, they're creating something new, even if it's a little rough around the edges. And to me, that says something.
It does. And hey, remember when Lego games were just simple platformers? Now look at them. Practically their own genre at this point.
Right. Who knows, maybe Funko's onto something here.
Or maybe they're creating a beautiful, chaotic mess.
Yeah, either way, it's a fascinating time for gaming.
Isn't it, though? This whole thing has got me thinking about the future. Like, if Funko Fusion is a hit, even a cult hit, what does that mean for the industry? Are we about to see a wave of games fueled by pure brand recognition? Is that a future we want?
Whoa, we'll slow down there. Those are questions for a whole other deep dive.
You're right. We've given our listeners plenty to think about already. But hey, listeners, we want to hear from you. Have you checked out Funko Fusion? Did you love it? Hate it? Let us know on social media. We're dying to hear your thoughts on this Frankenstein's monster of a game. Until next time, happy gaming.